Hi everyone, I am Akshay and welcome to my channel Swaggers Club. So the Livestream of version 4.6 just ended and we were introduced to Arlecchino'S kit, her gameplay mechanics and how her skill and burst actually works. And I must say it was actually pretty confusing to completely understand how her kit works and how does her healing, damage and other aspect works. So I had to go through multiple times to actually get an concrete idea. So in this video I will be explaining her kit to depth and how does her elemental skill, her pyro infusion and some new mechanisms come into play. So starting before any of her talents, let's talk about Bond of Life, which is going to be a very important topic in her kit. So Bond of Life is just like a curse or a negative health that you can say. It's just like it will be an extra amount of negative health that you must heal before you can heal your current character. To simplify it more, let's say we have a character whose HP is 10,000. Maximum HP is 10,000 and he has taken some damage, so his current HP is 7,000. And he also has an 10% Bond of Life active that will be around if his max HP is 10,000, so Bond of Life will be 1,000. And that character receives 3,000 healing. So from that 3,000, 1,000 amount of healing will be used to cancel out the Bond of Life, and the remaining, that is 2,000, that amount of healing will be added to the character's max HP. So now their health will become 9,000. So that's how basically Bond of Life work. You will have to heal the Bond of Life first before you can start healing your character. Okay, now that Bond of Life is clear, we will next move on to Arlecchino'S elemental skill. So when Arlecchino'S elemental skill strikes an opponent, it will mark the opponents for a certain period of time. And if Arlecchino hits that marked opponent using her charge attack or her elemental burst, she will remove the mark from the opponent, and in response she will gain a certain amount of Bond of Life. And when her Bond of Life reaches a certain percentage of HP, well, the amount is not yet cleared out. I think it will be when she actually releases. So her Bond of Life reaches a certain percentage of her HP, her attacks will become pyro infused, and this infusion cannot be overridden. Secondly, and when she in this state of pyro infusion, she will get a damage boost on her normal attacks, which will be dependent on the amount of her Bond of Life. Nextly, using her elemental burst resets her skill cooldown and heal a certain amount of her HP and will remove any active Bond of Life. This point of elemental burst is important is because her talents say that whenever she is in a combat, she will gain a 40% pyro damage bonus, but she cannot also be healed by any other incoming healing other than provided by her burst. So she cannot be healed during combat other than her burst. That's why it is important that her elemental burst resets her skill cooldown and remove all of the Bond of Life, heals a certain amount of HP, so that she can be good to go again in a combat scenario. So if we are to do a simple summary of her elemental burst and elemental skill, starting from her elemental skill applies a certain mark on the enemies. If you hit the enemies, or if you hit the marked enemies, you will gain a certain amount of Bond of Life, and when that Bond of Life reaches a certain threshold, all attacks of Arlecchino will become pyro infused and she will gain up 40% pyro damage bonus. But also she cannot be healed in this state. She can only be healed during her elemental burst, where she removes all on the active life of Bond, resets her skill cooldown and also heals a certain amount of her HP. Also, whenever she is in combat, she gains 40% pyro damage bonus and cannot be healed from any external source of healing. So that was all about her kit, about how her elemental skill and elemental burst works. If you guys have any other doubts, please let me know in the comments. And until the next video and the next time, have a great time, guys. Bye bye.